Hey, what's up guys? It's your girl Jane Rio, and I know it's been quite a while since we last spoke, but I wanted to give you guys a little update on one of the last videos that I did on this channel about my mental health. As you guys know, it is May, or as you guys may know, it is May, which means it's Mental Health Month, Mental Health Awareness Month. I know I can never figure out how or what the actual phrase is, but last year I did a video basically just talking about my diagnosis with ADHD and bipolar 2. And oh my gosh, guys, the response I got on that video was overwhelming. I was really scared to put that movie, not that movie, I was really scared to post that video. Just because it's not really something that I had talked about previously, and just the love and support that you guys have given me from that was just thank you guys, seriously. Now I know with that said, you would think that there would be some momentum that would happen after that. However, after I shot that video, a couple of major key things happened in my life that I just kind of had to work out. Shortly after that, my beloved Milo, who I love so much, that has been the constant thing, the only consistent thing that I've had in my life for the past 13 years, passed away shortly after that video. And so, you know, I kind of went through a dark phase for a while, but I wanted to kind of share with you guys what I did to kind of cope with my depression and what I'm currently doing right now to help alleviate some of the symptoms that I have. So let's get right to it. I gotta dig real deep, 'cause that's where I'll find relief. I know I'll be at peace when the truth sets me free. There's three things that I feel like I have done that has significantly helped my depression within the past year. And one of those things was to change my diet. Now, after that video went out, I again kind of got into this really dark place where I just didn't want to do anything. I was really uninspired and kind of beating myself up for the fact that, you know, I wanted to post more videos, I wanted to do more content, but I don't know, for some reason it was just extremely hard. And I didn't have health insurance at the time. I was unemployed, and so I signed up for Medi-Cal and all that. However, it takes a long time to get seen through any kind of healthcare, really, especially if it's your first visit. So, you know, I started looking online. I was really at my wit's end at this point, and I started looking up remedies for ADHD and depression. And so one thing that kept popping up was the keto diet. And I was like, okay, let me do my research on this a little bit. So I kind of went into a wormhole about keto and its, you know, effects and everything like that. And oh my gosh, I'm so happy that I found a diet that worked for me. Basically, at first I was just kind of like, I'm already not a sweet tooth to begin with, so when I started looking at what I was able to eat on keto, I was blown away. I was like, wait, what? This cannot be a diet. This is not even real. And this especially won't help my depression. I don't know. But at this point, I was just like, I'm not going to discount it. I'm just going to give it a shot. What else do I really have to lose at this point? I'm already like at rock bottom. Let's just try it out. So I started the keto diet in July. No, was it July? Yes, okay. I started my keto diet in July, and I went full blown for a good, I want to say July, August, September, October, November, like 3 to 4 months. Me and Ken went super hardcore on keto. And yeah, hold on, let me just readjust myself. I'm totally sitting in a very awkward position. And don't mind the no makeup. I told myself, I don't care, no excuses, I'm just gonna do this. And I kind of like the whole natural look. But anyway, besides the point. So we both went really hard on the keto. And so for 3 months straight, we went fully strict keto, and it was freaking phenomenal. Like, I kid you not, within I want to say 2 or 3 days, I felt a significant difference. But mind you, I went full in, cold turkey, did not wean myself off of, sugars, wheat, starches, any of that stuff. I stuck to what I knew I was able to eat, and then just kept repeating it, so that way I knew for sure that I was doing the keto. I bought the keto strips, I did all that, and it was amazing. It was absolutely amazing. And I think there's a few key reasons why keto worked for me. I think biologically, and how, the foods that you put into your body, how that really, God, why am I so dark? Sorry guys, I'm just trying to figure out. Okay, so I really think that what you put into your body makes a huge difference as to how your brain chemistry works, your hormones, all that stuff is affected by what you eat. And so I think that, again, scientifically, biologically, there is a reason why this works. Another key reason why I think keto is really good for depression and all that stuff is because I really had to change my mindset. I had to appreciate the things that I was able to eat versus looking at the things that I couldn't eat. And with that mentality, you can pretty much inject that into any part of your life, where instead of looking at the things that you can't have or whatever, you start looking at the things that you can have and really start to appreciate that. And I feel like I just started to apply that in my everyday life. So segue to number 2. The second thing that I did was I started to look better. And no, I don't mean just physically look better, although the keto did help me lose some weight. I really started to look at the positive things in life. And I know that sounds super cliche, but I really started to surround myself with people who made me feel good, digesting things, not just food, but media, all these things that really inspired me, that helped me mentally. One of my latest obsessions is Abraham Hicks, and what she said that really resonated to me what is that every subject is 2 subjects, the wanted and the unwanted. And I noticed that before this realization, I had always been focused on the unwanted instead of thinking of the opposite end of that. Like, what is it that's going to make me happy, and how do I get there? Because I think living with depression, you don't realize how deeply you're into it, and then no one around you can really tell you how your negative patterns are because they don't want to offend you. Like, bless my friends, but I really didn't get started on this work until some of my friends were brave enough to tell me, like, yo, you're fucking up, And so, yeah, like, once I kind of came to that realization that I was always focused on the negatives, only then was I able to turn it around. So now I'm always looking at the positive end of things and focusing more on that. And that in itself has changed my life completely. And number 3 is I really just started to learn myself and create a relationship with myself. Some people may call it a higher power, a higher being, whatever the case may be, but really just listening to that inner voice. I had always had it, but I was letting it run rampant with the negativity that I had that is really just a bad habit if you really think about it. I had to break those habits and catch myself when I start thinking negatively to inject more positive thoughts and just be kinder to myself, because You know, once you start to really learn your triggers and what it is that you struggle at, you'll be able to kind of counteract that. And I didn't realize that this was something, you know, to do. Like before, I used to just kind of beat myself up over it. So for example, I always lose my keys. I can never leave the house in one shot. Like I'll leave the house and realize, oh crap, I forgot my phone. Or I'll leave the house and then I realize I forgot my keys. You know, like those things. And before, I used to beat myself up all the time, like, oh my God, I'm so stupid. How could I forget my keys? Like, da 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 da, you know, and just this pattern, this negative pattern, just repeating over and over again. But instead of that, like, figure out a solution. If you're always forgetting your keys, what can you do? For me, I added a tile. So this is not sponsored by Tile, by the way. I'm just saying, like, this is what I mean by when I say find something that works for you. You know, like I had to find a solution for myself. And so now when I lose my keys, just go on my tile and search for it that way. And so now it's like, you know, don't really need to worry about it. Don't need to put any more thought into it other than there's a tile on it. As long as I ring it, we're good to go. You know, things like that. So writing myself notes, I've been writing a lot more. And I used to think it was really silly to do that. But now I realize that writing these notes is really like love letters to yourself, and those have helped me out immensely as well. Anyway, those are the 3 tips that I have for living with bipolar and ADHD. They're the 3 things that have helped me immensely. And if you guys want me to go more in depth on any of these topics, let me know in the description. No, let me know in the comments down below so that I can elaborate more on any one of these things. I'm already kind of planning on doing a keto video just because I've been super, super obsessed with the keto diet and how it's worked for me. And so if that's something that you guys are interested in, please stay tuned and make sure that you subscribe and hit that bell. Till next time, guys. See ya.